wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some long forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I've left the rains down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never had. I hear the wild hens away, now all is well. Why not dance?
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and language for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristling hair, in thy eye it shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Like when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One hearth, one bed, two bosoms and one throat.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make it. Two bosoms interchanged with an oath. So then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no better me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lies. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off yet with even modesty. Such separation, as well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter to thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I. And then ends life when I employ thee. Here's my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none in whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night in silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise of the Athenian maid. And the maiden sleeping sound on this dank and dirty ground. Poor soul, she durst not imbibe her this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the charm this flower doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep thy seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, thou kill me, sweet Jupiter!
I charge thee hence, do not haunt me thus!
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril! I will go!
The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia where she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so Lysander, on the ground dead or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, good sir, if you live awake.
And run through fire with thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on thy sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia lord, what though? Hermia loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dog? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young, till now ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes where I overlook. Love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I never did, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency thus? Good troth, you do me wrong, but since you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. What that a lady of one man refused, should therefore of another be abused?
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as tie heresies that men do leave, are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! You thought a serpent to eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at this cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander, Lord, alack, where are you? Speak! And if you do hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No. I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately. Then hate you and not wilt, if ever now, while the world is bent, my deeds to cross. Join with the spite of fortune and make me bow, and do not drop in for an afterloss. Ah, do not, when my heart hath scoped this scarlet, come into the real worth of a conquered woe. Give not a windy night or rainy morrow to linger out a purpose to overthrow. If thou wilt leave me, do not leave me last. When other petty griefs have done their spite, that in the onset come, so shall I taste at first the very worst of fortune's might, and other strains of woe which now seem woe, compared with the loss of thee will not seem so.
And I said, that's not a walrus, that's my mother.
Are we all met?
Pat, and it's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. That hawthorn break our card house, and we shall do it in action as we will do before the Duke.
Harlequins,
Sayest thou, Bonnie?
there are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide by. How answer you this?
Firelocke, a parlous fear.
I fear we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device that will make all well. Write me a prologue. And in that prologue, let it seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, let's say that Pyramus is not really Pyramus, but his bottom, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Make it 2 more. Make it 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
Oh, I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you are to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing, for there is no more fearful wildfowl living than your lion, and we have to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue to tell that he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half of his face must be showing through the lion's mask, and let him speak through it, saying thus, or some defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would entreat you, or I would request you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. Nay, I am a man. Other men are. And then, let him say plainly that he is Snug, the joiner!
Well, it shall be so. But there are 2 hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, you know, met by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Calendar. Calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine the night we play our play.
And we may leave a casement of the great chamber where we will play our play open, and the moonlight will shine down through it.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lanthorn and a bush of thorn and say he comes to present or disfigure the person of moonshine, rather than startling. Excellent. Then there's another thing. That is, we need a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, you know, did talk through a chink in the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What sayest thou, bottom?
Some man or other must represent wall. Have him some loam, some plaster, some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, every mother's son, sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. Now, when you've spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to their cue.
What happened, homespuns, have we swaggering here so near to the cradle of our fairy queen? What? A play tour? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, I see cause.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
What flowers, odious sweet?
Odors.
Odors sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark! A voice. Stay there but here a while, and I will by and by to thee return.
A stranger Pyramus than air shape.
I speak now. And now you must understand he goes whence he annoys he is heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white hue, a feather like bright rose on triumphant briar, most risky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew, as surest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninnis tomb, man. But you must not speak now yet. That shall answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past, is never tire!
As surest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only blind.
Monster! You're haunted! Pre-masters, fly master, come!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you around and around. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be. Sometimes a hound. A hog. A headless bear. Sometimes a fire. And neigh and grunt and roar and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire. At every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? set of your own, do you?
Oh, bless thee, modest, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me, if they could. But I will not be afraid. I will not stir from the spot. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing to show them that I am not afraid. Because I'm bad, I'm bad. I'm really, really bad. You know I'm bad, I'm bad. I'm really, really bad.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
And the whole world has to answer right now to tell you once again who's bad.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. For mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first few to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to speak the truth, love and reason do keep a little company together these days.
Thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But, if I have enough wit to get out of these woods, I should have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on me, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, dewdrop, sprinkle doves, cobweb moth, and mustard seed. Ready? And I, and I, and I, and I, and I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs. To have my love to bed him to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail, hail,
Hail, hail, hail.
I cry your worship's mercy. Heartily, I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Cobweb. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Mistress Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. I beseech your worship's name.
Peas blossom.
Ah, good Mistress Peas Blossom. Commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and your father, Master Peascod. Yes, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Ooh, I cry your worship's name.
Mustard seed.
Ooh, mustard seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. Yes, I promise your kindred did just make my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too, good mustard seed.
Come and lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye. When she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love tongue and bring him silently.
Oh. Hey! Woo!
I wonder if Titania be awake, and what it was that came her eye, when she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, man spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress of the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallow thick skin of that barren sword whom Pyramus presented in their sport forsook his scene and entered in the brink, when I did him at disadvantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. Then they him spy, as wild beasts of the creeping fowler eye sever themselves, and madness beat the sky. And, at our stamp, here more and more one calls, he murder cries, and help him Athens calls. For briars and thorns their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all they detach. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there, when, in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I can devise. But hast thou yet left Athenian eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked a voice, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should have used thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander, be more shoes in the blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not as true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murder look. And so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my house.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast drivest me past the bounds of Venus' patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm do so much?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood, for I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from my hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, and debt the bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which, for some slight measure, it will pay, if for his tender here makes him stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast forsaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue, some true love turn and not a false turn true.
Then fatal rules that one man holding troth, a million failed, confounding oath from oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens wilt thou find. Oh, fancy 6 years in pale cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against you to appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he did espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our merry land, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once move one? Oh, that must needs be scored alone. And these things the best do to please me, that with all preposterously.
Why should you think that I woman's scorn. Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born. In their nativity all truth appears. Why should these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's, will you give her o'er? We oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind though you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena. Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show. Those lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, do let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to sit against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts when I know you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears from a poor man's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort could so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience just to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you of my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep that Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her be but as guests why sojourned. And now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it here. Huh. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from the eye his function takes, the ear what with apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou wert not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who morn gilds the night. Then all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be. No, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive that you conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent, and we have tried that this is but a time for parting us? Is it all forgot? All school days, friendships, and childhood innocence? So we grow together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet in union and partition. Two lovely berries molded on one stem, so two seeming bodies but one heart. Two of the first like coats and heraldry, due but to one in crown with one crest? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury. I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems as though you scorn me. Have you not said Lysander has its born to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me for such affection, but by your setting on by your consent? What thought I not so ungracious you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, the miserable boast to love unloved? Wish you should pity rather than despise. I understand not what you mean by this. I do persevere, counterfeit said looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well, for first I must confess, this death or any truth shall let me.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent, sweet.
she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. I love thee, Helen. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee. And prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick! Come!
Lysander, where to tends all of this?
Away, you Ethiop.
Take on it to your father. But not. You are a tamed man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr. Let loose, vile thing, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why have you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love! Out, tawny charger, out!
Do you not jest? Yes, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would have had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? Is as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why you left me? Was it God's